Hey Barbie, it's Barbie, and welcome to the Barbieverse. You are about to be read today, okay? Read to filth. So if you do not want to be read, baby, I advise that you click off this video, okay? I love you so much, and anything I say is for your elevation. Anything I say is for your growth. Anything I say is for you to be the best version of yourself. Barbie, okay? Barbie can be anything. Barbie can be a model. Barbie can be a housewife. Barbie can be a gymnast. Barbie can be an astronaut if she wanted to. I think there was an astronaut Barbie. Barbie's black, Barbie's white, Barbie's Asian. Barbie's anything she wants to be. And so can you. And that's what my readings are for, okay? When I pull these cards, is so that you can elevate. You get the most information, the best information, the most accurate information that will allow you to elevate in the ways that you need to, so that you can have the life you desire. Fuck all that other shit. F all that fugazi-ish, all that overcompensating, all that people pleasing, all of those negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do y'all want? Why do y'all keep coming and trying to open the door? Like, they keep trying to open the door, and this is the third person that's done this, and literally you reserved the room. So if you didn't reserve the room, why are you trying to open the door? You don't have a wristband. You cannot get in. That's the first fucking message. All these old people from your old life without motherfucking wristbands trying to get in. Two of Cups, the Star card, all these people with all old key fobs that don't work no more trying to get in. They used to have access, okay? The fob worked before, but they abused 10 of fucking wands. They abused their access. They cannot come in no more. Do not let them in again. 9 of Cups, Justice card. You are achieving every single thing that you set out to achieve. Like, even if it's small things that you didn't even, that you asked for and forgot about, like, that's an achievement, that's an upgrade, that's a level up, that's a quantum leap, baby. So as you are slowly but surely, even fastly, bitch, it doesn't have to be slow, even whatever movement you're taking towards your goals, allow it to be that. Do not look back, okay? They don't have a wristband. Do not let them in. And we're about to be in Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Okay, it's Cancer season right now. Shout out to all my water babies. I am currently a water baby as well. My birthday is on 7/11. 7/11. 7 twice. 7 twice. 7 twice. I don't know the song, but it goes a little something like that. Okay? But my birthday is coming up. I am also a water baby. But there is like this energy of like people coming back, people trying to resurface, dredge out this older version of you, because they don't believe you changed. Hierophant, 9 of Swords. They don't believe that you're actually upgrading. They don't believe that you are becoming the person that you said you would, because they don't want to. If they believe that you're becoming the person that you said you would be, that means everything that they ever told or grew up on or believe about the world is a lie. Hierophant card, 9 of Swords. That they can actually, 7 of Cups, have all of these options, that there are other realities that they can access because you grew up with them, you went to school with them, you did this with them, maybe you work with them, and they was like, why is she trying to post this content? Why is she trying to invest into stocks? That's never gonna happen. She's gonna lose all her money. Oh, why is she trying to be healthier? That shit is too hard. She can't do that. Why is she trying to be a better person? Why does she think that she could have $1 million? Why does she think that she could set her schedule the way that she wants to set it? Why would she think that she could do any of those other things? Why would she think that? Okay? Don't allow these people to come back in your life after they 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, trying to be all buddy, all friendly, since everything that you said worked out or is working out. Maybe it will take some months, maybe in the 9th month of the year. There's still this coming back energy. These people are watching you. These people are observing you. And they're like, is she really going to do this? Why is she still sticking to this? Why is she still, eating that rice and cabbage every day, trying to lose the weight. Why is she? They feel like it's, oh, she's gonna get over it. It's just a phase. No, it's no. It's not just a phase. No, it's not just a phase. And when they see the fruits of your labor, Queen of Swords, I need you to be very, very, very persnickety. Okay, I learned that word in the first grade. Persnickety means picky. She needs to be you need to be very, very persnickety, Queen of Swords, about who you allow in your energy, who you tell your business, who you take on these trips, baby. Because there's going to be some trips. Okay? Out the country trips. We talking every other month, baby. We talking brand deals, baby. We talking a lot of shit, baby. Or promotions. We're talking financial freedom that nobody has really ever seen before. That you know. But it's possible. It's possible. We talking about real sustainable foundational wealth. Okay. You told them, and they refused to listen. So, SpongeBob, that's the first thing that came to my mind. The conch, that episode of SpongeBob and the conch. And what did the conch say? The conch said, wait, my darling. Sit down, wait, fix your energy, trust me. I know what is happening. You don't know what is happening. And what does SpongeBob and Patrick do? The dumb ones who don't overthink shit and who just listen to their bodies or to their higher selves, which the conch would represent, consciousness. Okay? What did they do? They sat their ass down. What did Squidward do? The analytical, overthinker, hyper masculine energy doer that wants to control every single thing. When I tell you they keep walking in here, this one guy had a key. Oh my God. They keep walking in here. They didn't reserve the room. The room is reserved. Maybe because they can't see me. I don't know. But they keep walking in here. They keep trying to open the door. One guy had a key. And I said, I reserved the room. What are you doing? Get out. Know that it doesn't matter who this person is. Maybe you gave them a key. Revoke access. Take that shit back. Because they did not listen to the conch. They did not listen to you. They did not listen to themselves. Because everybody gets the message. Especially if you're in the same frequency of vicinity. They are getting the same messages you are getting. They are getting the same feelings that you are getting. And that's what at first I thought wasn't true. I'm so different. Like, is God only talking to me? Like, why is everybody making me feel so crazy? No, they are getting these messages. They are not listening to these messages. They are allowing their circumstance and what they see to affect them to the point where they want to do what is quote unquote safe. But safety is an illusion in this reality. Physical safety is an illusion. The only thing that you could ever really have is spiritual safety. But that comes from within. Okay? And so these people that aren't listening to their consciousness, that aren't elevating their frequency, that aren't doing the things that everybody is being told to do. Everybody is getting the same message. We're all watching the same news, eating virtually the same food. I try to be on the healthier side right now, but it's a little bit harder. Doing the same things, going to the same people. We're on the same social media. They're getting these messages as well, and they're doing nothing with the information. So when that money drop into your account, when that fucking deposit hit, when that lottery hit, when that trade hits, baby, when gold goes down to 389, when it hits 452 and it goes down to 389 and you just made 10K, I need you to put that shit in your savings. I need you to do something else with it. I need you to invest in your business. I need you to take that trip that you've been waiting for. Do not turn around and invest in people who could have gave a fuck about what the fuck he was talking about. Okay? Okay, they do not have, they're going to try to get in, and some people have access based on their relationship with you. Maybe they're your family member, maybe they're a long-term friend, maybe y'all have investments together, maybe y'all have a house, maybe it's your husband or something, maybe you're tied in some form or fashion. But I'm telling you, utilize the power of your voice, unblock your your throat chakra, and set those boundaries, and make sure that they know that this is not, I'm not someone to be messing with. Queen of Wands. I am not somebody to be messed with. Queen of Wands. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Five of Cups. Do not. Because every time I hear about somebody talking about them overcoming or achieving their goals and what they wish they had done afterwards, they always talk about how they always gave so much. And I feel like I'm talking to a giver. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who wants to bear the burden, or who has been chosen to bear the burden of their bloodline, to elevate and exalt their bloodline. Exalt, if you don't know what that means, it just means to like raise up or to elevate. That's why I said that word. It means the same thing. Okay, so they were chosen, and exalting you as the person that is doing this. You don't have to exalt them in that way. You don't have to immediately off the bat fix everybody else's issues. You don't have to do that. Okay? You can take a year, take 2 years, take 3 years to really gain that stability in that financial frequency, and then you can maybe help them out. But they need to get on the frequency. That's really what it is. That you're just there to be an example. You're not here to carry the burden of the loads of all these other people, because honestly, truly, it's not your responsibility. One is enough. What is it? Look in the mirror, man. In the mirror, one is enough. Okay. So, what else? What else they need to know, Spirit? What else they need to know? Ooh, yeah. And I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are at. I'm gonna do that water oracle deck at the end. I don't know where you are at in your journey. But if you're seeing this, you are definitely on the frequency of elevation, okay? And the frequency of elevation is, it takes some time to fully embody that, especially when you come from the gutter. If you saw my other live from the solstice, you're reporting live from the fucking gutter, bitch. Sorry. Phone died. I mean, it didn't die. It didn't have enough storage, so I just had to move some stuff around. People keep walking in and out. Like, it's just a lot of blockages, a lot of stalls in your energy. And I was talking about the frequency of wealth, and it's possible for you. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to be subject to a certain type of lifestyle just because where you come from. People just don't want to take responsibility for their energy and for their frequency. They think that only sustaining and only doing things in the physical realm is what's going to save them. They think that their past doesn't matter. They think that their subconscious mind doesn't matter. They hold on to all of this trauma and call it their lives. And they just call it, oh, that's life. That's how life is. That's how you need to live your life. That's life. And it's like, no, all of those things can be reprogrammed and changed. The brain and how the brain works, I don't even need the cards for this. The brain and how the brain works, it's a machine. It's a hardware. It's just like this computer. And the way that their ADHD brain, I was taking it somewhere else, LOL. But let me stay on track. But it can be reprogrammed. It's like a computer. And all you have to do is change the software. The hardware is the physical part, okay? The physical brain. The software are your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your experience, everything that you've been through that's creating your life. Do you think that the children of Nepo babies have the same software as you? They have the same hardware. Yes, they have the same brain, but they don't have the same software, and they have different experiences. You can say that it's because of the money that they have. And yes, that is true. But I promise you, if you put them in a different environment, that privilege that they feel would never leave them. Even if you put them in the dirt ass poor, village or whatever, or in the projects, they're still going to have that privilege in them. They're still going to have that sense of superiority, that sense of who they are and who that environment created them to be. And it would take maybe a couple generations or maybe a couple years to really get that out of them, because they're going to be like, no, this is what I'm used to. And it's the same for you. You as a somebody who may be coming from the gutter, somebody who may be coming from negative experiences and emotional trauma, when you get placed, because I've seen it, I'm seeing people that's coming into my reality, and they have a lot of money, but they have a lot of emotional baggage. Their software is still of the gutter. Their software is still of the trauma and emotional shit that they experienced. Okay, and so you're in that frequency of money, or maybe you're not there yet, but your spirit wants to kind of show you that you need to change that software. Okay, it's not just about having the physical thing, because if you understand how the universe works, like it analyzes, or how God works, in my opinion, God sees how everybody's experiencing different things. And God, after having all those experiences and like being omnipresent and looking at how everybody's living their life and what happens when certain things happen to certain people, the new information is coming in that you don't want to be having the money, because that's what it is right now. Money's not the problem, it's the people with the money. Okay? And you don't want to be having the money with the people. You don't want to be having the money and the frequency doesn't match, because then shit, it gets distorted. Negativity and all these other negative things start to happen. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. There's so many things going around me. But it's like, so fixing that software part, and you're right there, fixing the software part of having that loving, that abundant frequency all around. Because it's not just about the money, it's also about the love, it's also about the family, it's also about the community aspect. There's so many things to having a quote-unquote good life. And as poor people, we feel like money is everything. They've made it seem like money is everything, but it's not. And so once you start to step back and realize that you're gonna get, that's the last missing piece, you're gonna get everything you desire. Because God has already computed and seen, like, okay, like these people have money, but there's so many other aspects missing. Okay, these people have this, but it's like all of these other stuff are going so different, going so wrong in their lives. So what happens? What are we gonna do about the next batch of millionaires so that things don't go this badly, or things move smoothly, or people are actually thriving instead of surviving? Okay, I don't even know if y'all understand. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm putting down? Do you get what I'm putting down? Okay, but yeah. So if you feel like, let's pull some cards. Last couple cards of the thing, Magician card. Okay, but when this card comes out, I like to always think of the original tarot deck with the magician who has his tools. And even this fairy will give you a wish. She will grant a wish for you, but it's up to you to sustain that frequency. It's giving Cinderella. Okay, it's up to you to sustain that frequency. It's up to you to go out and find your Prince Charming, or be available, or be in the presence of, or in the frequency of, or having enough confidence to claim that shit. Because she knew who she was. She knew exactly who she was, but she was afraid of how her stepsisters would perceive her, of how everybody else in the kingdom would perceive her, of what people told her she was. Those two identities were fighting with each other. Who she was and who she knew herself to be, which was a princess. But everybody was treating her like she was a piece of shit. But really, so claiming that identity vigorously and understanding how to sustain the frequency. It's sustainment. That's what you're trying to learn at this moment in time, and you don't need money for that. You don't need the money for that. And that's something even for myself. This message is for me too, baby. Okay, because I'll be talking about how I need $1 million today. And yes, I would. That's what I need. I do. But to keep that consistency and showing up for myself, I don't need no money for that. I don't need no money to go on a run. I don't need no money to check the charts every morning. I don't need no money to do my breathing exercises. Even if I was dead broke poor on the street, I could still breathe. And that is hard to take in, and that is hard to like stomach, because you want the things. Everybody wants nice things. Like, nobody wants to be bad, down bad, broke. Like, nobody wants to be that. So it's hard to accept that shit. But it's like, if you feel like there's a block, if you feel like there's so many interruptions, if you feel like, oh my God, everything bad keeps happening, that is just your tester on how you're going to sustain the frequency, because that shit never goes away. Yes, you got $100 light bill that you got to pay on a 5th. Jeff Bezos has a $200 million fucking building that he has to pay for, maybe because it burned down, or maybe because something bad happened, or maybe it's a new construction. Like, the bills just get bigger. They don't go away. They just get bigger. Now, instead of $100 light bill, you're lighting, heating, and furnishing a fucking 10,000 square foot mansion. You think that's cheap? Or let the fucking pipes burst. Let something big happen in that house. It's gonna cost you a lot of money. So it's not about those things. It's never about the money. It's never about the finances. It's always about the frequency. 2 of Wands. And they're waiting on you to decide who you want to be. Are you going to be that anchor? Are you going to be that anchor that is able to sustain that frequency regardless of what is going on? Because there's always going to be something. Okay. That's all I had to say to you, baby. I love you so much, Barbie. Maybe you're a Ken, okay? And if you're a Ken and you watch this far and I called you Barbie, I fuck with you. Because you know how to be in rooms and places when you're not the center of attention and still be present, okay? So I mess with you. I mess with you real heavy. Okay, Ken, I mess with you. But I love you so much, and I gotta go. But I leave you with the utmost strength. I leave you with the utmost love, okay? I want you to know that anything is possible, that things can change faster than they fell apart, okay? Things can change faster than they fell apart, and you need to remember that. And keep going in the direction that you really, 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 truly want to go. And like I said, Ace of Wands, start being that Queen of Wands, or that King of Swords, that Queen of Swords, or that King of Swords that puts motherfuckers in a place, especially the motherfuckers that had a lot to say when you was going through it. The motherfuckers that looked at you and said, this bitch is dumb, or this guy is dumb, or they need to do this and they need to do that. Especially, you don't have to hate them. You don't have to treat them badly. You don't have to do any of that. But when it comes to what's right and what's wrong, when it comes to where your money is going, when it comes to who gets what, when it comes to how you're going to spend your time, you need to be very, very, very persnickety. You need to be asking and communing with your spirit before you make any decisions. Okay? And that goes for everybody. But especially for them motherfuckers that had nothing to say when you was going through it. Okay? Because you about to come up into something. I can feel it. Ooh, I didn't have to shuffle. Okay? The World card. Do you see how in love they look? This is about to be you. In every aspect of your life. Confirmation. Confirmation. Okay. I love you so much. Bye, Barbie.